All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1222 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is the first Studying Brew of the week. We only have do two. We only have Tuesdays and Thursdays for free on the free, but we're so happy to have all of you here on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I know that 90% of the country is frozen, so we're glad that you made it out of your igloos. We're glad that you made it indoors and you are safe and warm and able to get on tonight. Sorry if the camera is a lot bouncy. We're trying to do a different setup, and I did not know it was going to be so bouncy or where it's at right now. So I apologize ahead of time. But getting back to it, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. That's Brandy. She's got her Series 663, 2665, and her Series 7. And this is your free 30 of, some study help, some studying brew, as we call it. It is a study session where we teach you some techniques. We teach you some uh, content sometimes. But whatever it is, we're going to give you a little bit of edge, maybe a little bit of a PMA to help you pass those NASA and FINRA exams the only way that we know how to do. Like I said, it is going to be a great night. We're going to have test taking techniques Tuesday. It is the night where Brandy goes through exam questions. At least I think. What are you doing tonight?
Test taking technique Tuesday.
Are we doing the thing where they can get it right without knowing anything?
Of course.
So that's what we're doing tonight. How many times have you been on the exam and your brain just does that? Just that, where it stops, it buffers. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. That kind of thing. I don't even know what happened to the thought. I know I studied. I know this stuff. I know that I know what I know, but it's not translating to my brain right now. And I definitely can't get this thing right. Have you ever had that sensation? Have you ever had that feeling where all the questions might as well be in another language that you don't speak? Because that's what it seems like they're all in. That's what we're talking about. Techniques are just a great way to get like a nice little, what do you call it? A boop?
No, an edge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say boop.
Oh, because it's more than a boop.
It gives you a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a bump. Let's say you're scoring what, like 50, 60% in your exams, right? This is where it's going to get you over that little hump. It's going to get you that little bump so that way you can get that passing score. So many people that we met over like at the last starting, what do they call it? Fast start. They were like, "Hey, I missed it by like 8. I missed it by like 4. I missed it by like 6. I missed it by like 2. I was this close and then I didn't get it." That is the most frustrating score of all. It is like I could have had it, but I didn't get it. It is, I just need a little bit of a bump. This is what we're talking about. If you were going to guess on certain questions anyway, and sometimes, most of the time, people do, this is what you want to pay attention to because it is going to help you get into that area where you get that pass notice. And some of the questions, you don't even know how you got it right. You just got it right just based on the technique. You don't even know how you got to there except for you just follow the technique, guys. And that's all we need. All we need is a nice pass notice. We don't need to necessarily know how we got that answer sometimes, as long as we get the pass notice. And I know that sounds weird from some study preps. They want you to go over the content again, read the book for the fourth time, take the notes, read it over again, write it down five. I don't know. We've heard it all. But in reality of it all, if you get a right answer and you get enough to get a pass notice, the proctor doesn't care how you got answer A. They don't care. You can go like, oh, on 5 of those questions, I didn't know anything. I just guessed the right one. They're like, okay, great. Keep it moving. We got like 5 people that need to come in. Congratulations. See you on the next one. Here's your pass notice, or it's in the mail. That's pretty much it. And guess what? Most of the stuff you don't even need to know. You get trained anyway on it. So we just got to focus on those techniques. Um, we go through it pretty quick. We go through it fast. We go through it. Brandy, we try to keep it moving. We're not going to do a lot of explanations tonight, but we do have a program. If you're into the program, if you want to go ahead and start the commercial, Brandy, yeah, we do have a program you can join. We do have that course videos. We do have those sessions throughout the week where it does help you get that content knowledge, that course material knowledge, if you will. So that way You guys can go over it. We do have that comprehensive program. How long does it take? We do have 21-day plans for SIE 6, 63, and 26. We got a little bit longer on the 65, 30 to 60 days. But you know what? That's a lot shorter, compressed time than most people's because we're just learning enough content to just get a pass notice. We take that over into our courses, we take that over into our program, and you can get onto those programs. And guess what? The course videos and all the stuff is on demand. So you can do any of your studying anytime, anywhere. If you're on the East Coast, it doesn't matter. If you're in the West Coast, it doesn't matter. You can get that study in at that time that you need to get it done. And we do have books that go with it. They're optional with those programs, but they also stand on their own. So if you don't want to become a member and you don't want to do our program that way, you can also get the books, and there's going to be all the stuff that you need to know in that as well. Right, Brandy?
Absolutely.
There you go. So we have those books available, SIE 6, 63, 26, and 65. We also, amongst all the course videos, we also have small group tutoring. We have one-on-one tutoring available. We have so if you want any of that information, scan the QR code, hit the links, let me know at the phone number at 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text, shoot me a voicemail. You can even reach us at email at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. And also on the Kona community on the Discord, you can also reach out over there and join in on the community, and you can ask questions, post questions, screenshots, all that stuff. That's where you can get that community help, get that help where you can just send questions to Brandy and she can help you out over there. So scan the QR code, hit the links. Um, go. What do we got tomorrow? We have no sessions tomorrow. On Wednesdays, we don't have any sessions. It is a great way to catch up. It's a great way to get signed up. It's a great way to start the program. It's a great way to check out all the live sessions. By the way, if you are missing the live sessions that we have, the schedule is also in that link tree that you can get the calendar. You can see when all those different times are. And I've been told, there's a lot of people that are working like 2, 3 jobs, or maybe they don't have all the time in the world anymore to be on those live sessions. You could still take advantage. Replays go out the day of. And then on Saturday, I've now started because there is a lot of demand, and people are like, I just don't have time to be doing, live sessions during the week. Is there any way I can get the replays? So on Saturday, I'm actually putting together, if you check your weekend, there's a weekend message that goes out to all our free and members, just to give that positive mental attitude, that PMA, if you will. And then plus at the bottom, it's going to have all the replays from the entire week, including the studying brew sessions that we have on there. So you can get caught up on the weekend on all the stuff that you missed in the live sessions. Make sure you get that extra edge that we have for all those members available. So make sure to check those emails. And if you didn't over the weekend and you're like, dang, I want to check that out, Wednesday's the perfect day. You can catch in on those studying brews that you missed. You can also catch up on the live sessions from the last week and get that in. And the cool thing about it is the way it's free flowing with those live sessions. You can go ahead and it doesn't matter when you watch them because they're all universal. They're not time sensitive, meaning at any time in your studying, these come into play. So it doesn't matter what exam, it doesn't matter what part of they're studying, right, Brandy?
Right.
They're all helpful, and a lot of them. Someone asked, do we do one-on-one over the weekends? Scan the QR code, hit the links, and check out the request form for the one-on-ones. And if we do have that open, you can go ahead and do that. If you don't see it open, reach out, give me a call or a voicemail at that 951 number that's in the link tree as well, and I'll go ahead and see what I can do. And there you go. Because sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's available, sometimes not. Yeah, like mounds.
Sure.
There you go. Test taking techniques Tuesday. Here we go, Brandy. You want to go ahead and introduce it, or want me to do it?
Go ahead.
All right, Brandy. All right, test taking techniques Tuesday. Tonight's the night where we do those questions. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you know the content or not, because the more you don't know, probably most of you are going to do way better on technique night because we're just looking for patterns. We're looking for opposites. We're looking for similars in our answers. We read answers first, by the way, so that way we read questions with intent. Are you a double, triple, 4-time reader of questions and answers on an exam that's timed? That's not good. That's no bueno. We got to shorten that time up. We got to get quicker at those questions. Sometimes people ask, how fast does Brandy do like an 85 question SIE exam? She does it in 12 minutes and scores a 98. I'm just saying, guys, If you're struggling with time, if you're overreading, if you are getting things wrong, if you don't know where to go, techniques can definitely carry you over. So tonight, free your mind of the content. Look at the way that Brandy's doing it, the strategy, the way she's laying down this way of doing it. And if you want more explanation, if you want to know how to do that, how she get quick at it, how she get so proficient, that's when you got to get that membership. Join up. Test Labs was today. Brandy went through like 3 questions and just went frame by frame by frame on how to get that done. So, all right, you ready?
Mhm.
Let's go.
All right. So we have the maximum gain, the maximum loss, the minimum return, and the break even point. So as you can see, we've got max, max, minimum, or break even, right? So I could, I could look here. I can say these two are opposite of each other, right? Because maximum gain. I could say these two are opposite of each other. I can say this one is different, right? But let's just look at the question. And the question says the point. That simple. The point.
Wow.
Now, I could say the point. I could also go a little bit further and say neither a profit nor a loss. We're still talking about that same thing. Break even. I don't think we need content here. That's not a content question. That is what we would call life experience question.
Yeah, don't forget all the life experience that you've already paid dues on. Use that. I feel like a lot of times, guys, you discount what you already know.
All right, we have selling off all stock positions, buying foreign currencies, hedging with the S&P 500 index puts, and investing in speculative bonds. Now, on the surface, these all look pretty advanced.
They sound technical.
But just like somebody put in the chat, this is the only answer choice that has a number. And I could read the question, or we could just see that the only answer choice that has a number is, in fact, the correct answer. For those of you who know content, you can check my work. But we're not going to do that tonight.
Check my work.
I have owns the contract, writes the contract, pays the premium, has a right. Now, these two are also very similar, right? Because we have owns and we have rights. Rights as WRITES. Now, I looked at the question. I kind of had a sense because if you think about this, right? The own, the pay, they go together. You can't pay or you can't own without paying. Does that make sense? You can't own without paying. But can I say this? If I own a contract, am I writing the contract?
No, no.
Like that's kind of weird. But it says the buy side except. I don't know about you guys, but if I buy it, I'm not writing it.
Right. It's like paying for room service and then going to go get your own sandwich.
Yeah, I ain't making my own sandwich.
Nah, bro. I paid for the service. I'm not making it either. Both.
Yeah, I'm not making. I'm
I'm
not
not making it.
Enter a sell short at stop 35, enter a buy stop at 35, enter a sell long at 40, or sell calls at the strike price of 35. Now, I looked at this, just like what Diana put in the chat. There's a 35, a 35, a 40, and a 35. So I was like, okay, cool. That's the answer.
Well,
But then I saw enter a sell, enter a sell. So I was like,
B has
man,
enter too. Oh, but not it's enter a buy.
right.
Got it.
So then I was like, oh man, or I'm not even gonna say similar. These are opposite because one says sell short and the other one says sell long.
And if you're brand new, 95% of the time when you have an opposite that's like that, it's going to be one of the two. Opposites and similars out trump most of the time anything.
Exactly. So I just went into this question and I'm like, oh man, do I actually have to like answer this? And it literally says right here, sell the stock short. Why would I not enter a sell short?
It's saying it.
I want to sell the stock short, so I'm going to enter a sell short. Don't get caught up in the technicalities of it. That's literally how simple this answer was.
Just click it.
The answer is in the question.
It is.
Absolutely.
Most people get these questions wrong because they overlook the just the just plain observation that it's telling you what the answer is in the question because they're caught up in the technicality of the sell long, the short buy. They're doing all kinds of graphic arts on the side just to figure it out. And literally, it's saying what it is right there. And you just got to connect it.
Exactly. Exactly. And the question is written very conversationally to catch the drop. All of that is so distracting from the 1, 2, 3, 4 words we highlighted. All right. So I have, if you guys notice, I have the 15 and the 15, right? And then I have, where did I see it? Oh, right here. Regulator or agency jurisdiction, state regulator or agent, whatever. Y'all see all that. Same words, right? So I was like, okay, well, these two and these two are the same.
Double dip, eh?
And then I'm going to say this. Well, there's our double dip. Now let me
There's an and though.
confirm, right? I'm pretty sure that's our answer. So I went to the question and it's talking about financial exploitation and a temporary hold. And I'm like, I don't know about C because I feel like C is pretty dramatic and that's the one with the and in it. So I'm going with the A. 3 days is nothing, by the way. Three days is not long enough to like if somebody has a hold on their account, where's the consequence there? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But 15, that's a good solid like 2 weeks or more. Boom. And that whole state regulator or agency of jurisdiction. Good, solid words for test world. Right there. All right. Bum, 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 bum. An institutional investor, a market maker, a retail investor, or an accredited investor.
B's different.
So I was like, all right, this one's different. I'm probably talking about a market maker. So I'm looking for making of markets, right? And then it said personal account.
Well, that's not the market then.
That's not the market.
So that'd be retail.
And what do we know about us going to the mall?
Go to the mall.
It's retail
Go
therapy.
get yourself a sweatshirt. It's retail therapy.
That easy. Retail therapy. Boom. Oh, that's it. All 6 questions.
We did it.
So you guys see, we went through all of these questions. Some of them sounded so amazingly like content heavy. And then we get to it and we're like, man, I just got to look at the words. I just got to use these little tiny shortcuts to help me get to the right answer.
Shortcuts, techniques, hacks, whatever you want to call it. It helps you get that edge. It gets you that little bump. It gets you to that pass notice. It helps you become a better test taker. It helps you be more of an efficient test taker. It helps you dial in where you need to dial in so that way you can get that pass notice. And that's the most important part. If you can just get that little bit, that 10%, that little edge, then boom, pass notice. And that's all we need, right? All right, everybody. Well, that concludes it. I told you it'd be quick, it'd be fast. We're less than 30 minutes, and that's how we like to keep it. We like to keep meetings no longer than they need to be. I know that's different from most people, but that's how we do. And so with that, we'll be back on Thursday for the free one more studying brew for the week. We are going to do a little bit of content next. We'll do a little bit of content, a little bit of techniques. It'll be fun. It'll be same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.